You know, and it was scary. It was touch and go, as far as I could tell. It was very close to death. Like, I don't know what you do, but like, I don't exercise that much. I may look like I'm in shape, but I'm not really. I go through long periods of time where I don't exercise at all, and it takes a lot to get me to exercise. I don't know your life or what happens with you, but with me, the exercise thing is like, it's like 3 phases that have to happen before I actually exercise. Like, phase 1 usually is just me sitting at home, alone, doing nothing, and out of nowhere, I just look down, and I go, oh, fuck me! God damn, what the fuck is wrong with me? God damn it, why can't I just exercise? It's bullshit. Like, I gotta get back in shape. I gotta get back in shape. Then some part of your brain is like, what do you mean back? Like, somewhere in my mind, I think that, like, there was a period in time where I was hitting the gym like 3-4 times a week. I was running, hitting weights, so I was a little ripped. But in reality, I don't think that time ever happened. I don't think it ever existed. I think it's a mythology I've created for myself to judge myself against when I want to, hate myself because I have a little bit of time on my hands. So that doesn't always get me out. And then there's the next phase, which is you wake up and you're like, the only way I'm going to do it is if I get some new shoes. I got to get new shoes. Those shoes don't even work anymore. I got to get new shoes. You got to get the magic shoes. There's no magic shoes. There's no shoes that wake you up because they put themselves on your feet and started the process. Hey, what's going on? Wait, pants. We need pants. So you get the shoes, you put them in the closet, and you see them when you get your other shoes. And they're sort of like, are we doing it? And you're like, shut the fuck up. We'll do it when I want to do it. That's how I talk to my sneakers. I don't know who you are, your life is. But the way it has to happen, the way it happens to exercise really is like you have to be seized by the need to do it in a moment. Like the spirit has to move you. Just sort of like, I gotta go, I gotta do it now. And you do have to do it right then because that's your portal. That's your window back into doing it. You gotta do it when that hits you. And it hit me. It was 2:30 in the afternoon and it was 102 degrees outside. Now I hadn't run in like 2 years. I didn't let that stop me. I'm like, I can do it. I can do it. I can run. So I put on my magic shoes and I grabbed my driver's license for easy tagging. I don't know about you, but I always take the driver's license. I got my iPhone, I'll get outside, I'm like, oh shit, I better get the license if I go down. Because they're not gonna crack an iPhone for a terrorist cell, they're not gonna do it for a mid-level celebrity dead on a hill. Better take the driver's license. So I'm out there running the hills. I'm doing hills. I haven't been out there. I don't even notice how hot it is because it's so hot. Like sweat's not even building up. And I get about 10 minutes in, all of a sudden, like my hands go numb, and I'm like, what's happening? And then all of a sudden, I can't feel my arms, and I'm like, this isn't good. And then my heart starts going, and I'm like, holy shit! I had to take a knee. I had to take a knee outdoors and appeal to a God that I don't have. And say, this doesn't happen here. This doesn't happen outside. It's an indoor thing and it's quick. Not outside. In a bathtub, in my sleep, something like that. Not out here. And I was sitting there, I was like, how many men's last words are, I got this? You know what I mean? What was I doing out there? Dumb pride, you know? And then I got up, like I had this fear, like that I would be found just laying there outdoors, like some hipster couple with their dumb dog. Would just find me laying there and they'd be like, he did not have it today. Oh, look, it's like the first day out for those shoes, though. Look at those shoes. Come on, buddy, just stay away from them. It's not polite. Didn't happen, and I tell you what, I got up and I walked it off. That's how stubborn I am. I'm like, I got up and I still did. I didn't run, but I did the entire route, and then I called the doctor. Next day I called the doctor because I'm 53 and I should call the doctor when that happens. And they set me up with the cardiologist. So I go to the cardiologist. You know, when you go to the doctor, you kind of want something to be wrong with you. Like not a major thing, but enough to not make you a fucking lunatic. So I go to the cardiologist And, I don't get it, man. They can put people in space. We can take money out around the world. They make all these developments. They can clone things. But they can't get a handle on this vessel. This is a closed system, confounding for some reason. Cannot figure it out. Right? Isn't it crazy? So I go to this doctor. They do all the tests. They do a stress test, cardiogram, blood test. They do an ultrasound of my heart. And it's a girl. Sometimes you don't want to know, but I kind of knew. I think a lot of you knew. So you do all these fucking tests, and then the doctor comes out and he's like, "Yeah, you're great. You're in perfect shape. No problems. Perfectly fit. Everything. All the tests are good." And I'm like, "What? What does that mean?" It's like you're healthy. And I'm like, "Well, what happened out there on the hill?" When my hands went numb, my arm went numb, and my heart was skipping. What was that about? And a doctor, a real doctor, looked at me and said, "Who knows?" Shouldn't you know? Look, we'll see if it happens again. Let me know. No, I'm going to call you before I go running, and you can come to my house and follow me in your car. How would that be? Who knows? I shouldn't have told my mom about it, because that gave her a reason to check in with me. I don't want to be negative. My mother's just inappropriate. She's always been inappropriate. No boundaries. It's disturbing. It's just disturbing. It is. And now someone's taught her how to use emojis. It's no good. It's never the right emoji. She's very partial to the smiley face with the hard eyes. And that's not the right one for your 53-year-old man son. That's not the right one. It's just not the appropriate emoji. All caps text, all caps emails. She doesn't know how to make little letters. She somehow knows how to change the color of the emails, but she doesn't know how to make little letters. If the NSA is looking at all her emails, my mom's nickname is all caps in Florida. Not a national security threat, but she does make her 53-year-old man son uncomfortable when she sends an all-cap text that says, "I love you," smiley face, hard eyes. What am I supposed to do with that? Look, I love my mother, but I'm not in love with her. I don't think I am. Inappropriate, though. Like one time she sent me a manila envelope, in the regular mail. No phone call, no heads up. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was from her because it had her needy scrawl on it. So I opened it up, and there were 2 notarized forms in there. And I thought right away, this should have been a phone call. I don't even know what this is. But this looks like a phone call, or maybe a heads up. I'm sending some notarized forms to you. This was breakfast I was eating. And they were 2 documents. One was her desire to be cremated and have her ashes spread somewhere over the Southwest, which I thought was good. It was broad, and it gave me a lot of options. Like, theoretically, I could drive 10 minutes into Arizona and just be like, "Adios, mama," The other document was the DNR document. Look, people have to do this. It's important to do this, but I could have used a phone call. So this is the Do Not Resuscitate document. Now, I didn't know that there's a list of people in order of preference who can do the unplugging. I didn't know that. I'm not pissed off, but I'm not number 1. It's my little brother. Why does he get to kill her? That's why she didn't call me. How's she gonna explain that to me? Her firstborn, who she's in love with. She did not trust me with that very delicate responsibility. But then I started thinking like, well, you know what? Me and my brother aren't getting along that well. Maybe this is just her way of trying to get us to do something together. You know, that's what I thought. But what did she think? Did she think I was going to jump the gun or something? What did she think was going to happen? That I'd be in the hospital room, she's on the machine, and I'd be like talking to my brother, like, come on, do it, man, just pull it. Pull it, bro, just fucking do it. Mark, she's still talking. I know. But enough already, right? Let's wrap it up. My mother does not love that joke. You know, some people think that, like, comedy it takes courage. I don't know if that's true. You know, I guess it is at some point. I don't even know if what I'm doing is comedy anymore. But I certainly don't have a lot of fear. But I'll tell you what, like, part of my process, I'll share it with you. Like, I don't write jokes, really. I write, you know, compulsive thoughts, you know, on Post-its. Now, these take courage because I do these while I'm driving. Now, this is more dangerous than texting because I need both hands. I got to hold the pad down on the wheel, then I got to write, and I got to focus on the important thought. So my life is put at risk and the life of others for these. So I figure I should share them since, you know, many lives were hanging in the balance. Don't get too crazy. All right, so this one just says, my comfort zone is uncomfortable. That's worth dying for, right? Right? It's worth dying. This one says, I want people to like me, I just want to know why they do. I think that was worth taking out a pedestrian or two. Oh, here's one. This is interesting. The monster I created to protect the kid inside me is hard to manage. Not funny, but it's a thinker, right? It's a thinker. It kind of makes you think like, wow, that should be in a book with other things like that. Oh, this one just says, the trepidation of the Dave Matthews fan. It's hilarious to me that people respond to just that. Because you know who you are. It's not easy for them. It's not easy. They can't be out with that. You know what I mean? You can't just put that into the world. You don't know how that's going to be received. Not good, generally. You know, the only place that Dave Matthews fan can truly be comfortable is when they're wearing sandals and cargo shorts, jigging around in an arena with other like-minded people. I hope these mushrooms aren't bunk again. Look, I don't need to shit on Dave Matthews. I don't need to take time to do that. I personally don't like him, but this came from a true, honest, beautiful human moment. I'll share that with you. But I do need to address the Dave Matthews thing. Like, look, I listen to a lot of music. I'm very open-minded. I can listen to Parliament in the morning, Bert Jansch in the afternoon, maybe some Graham Parsons, whatever. I mix it up. I'm not just dropping names to be hip. I have an open mind when it comes to music, but I cannot get through 2 of his songs. I can't get through, like, and I try. By midway through the second song, I get a type of boredom that's not even normal boredom. It's like, there's an edge to it. It's like an aggravated boredom. Like the boredom sets in and then I'm like, God, fuck, what the fuck, what, why? Like, I don't know what that is. But I know people like him and, you know, and good for you. And I know it's hard for you guys. It's very hard to defend that. And the moment that I had, which was kind of beautiful, was it was great. I was in Iowa City doing a gig. Oh yeah, it's a very interesting town. Like I've never seen a town more separated into like, you know, full-on sports meatheads and then the writers program. You know, so like there's just people that are just like, oh, we're gonna win, and then people like, oh, I'm still sad about David Foster Wallace. I'm never gonna get up. You know, like. And somehow there's a perfect yin-yang to the thing. This complete... Okay, so I'm getting coffee in Iowa City. There's a guy getting coffee in front of me. He's ordering. There's a barista there. And the guy ordering coffee says to the guy making coffee, what are you doing this weekend? The guy making coffee looks up and he's like, oh, I'm going to a concert. And then naturally the guy ordering coffee goes, "Oh, really? Who are you going to see?"